is giving horny. Miss Horny. Y'all, a ponytail no part. I ain't got nothing to say. Hey you guys, welcome to a get ready with me chit chat. Yeah, I just wanted to just sit down and talk to you all and say hey first of all, because you know some of you may or may not know me, and I just wanted to share a little bit about me before we get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, because who's not giving a proper introduction? Not me, not on this channel, no ma'am. So yeah, I just really wanted to take this time to say first of all hey. Hey girl, hey, and second, to just really thank you all for clicking on this video. And yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you can be notified of all the videos that I make. Okay girl, like, come on. In 2023 we're gonna be present in our friends' lives, okay? And y'all my friends now. Y'all most definitely my friends. When I press record, you became my friend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah. Hold on, let me go put my contacts so I don't have to be squinting and I can actually see. So one second. Can y'all see me? I can see y'all. Okay. Please ignore the background, okay? This is very impromptu. I did not expect to come up here and do my makeup, but I was like, why not? You know, why not? So don't judge me, please. Go easy on me, baby. I am gonna do like my everyday routine. Y'all want to know a secret? Come closer, come. I don't know how to do makeup that well. What? She said what? Okay. Y'all heard that? I felt very uncomfortable dropping a vlog before I did like a get ready with me and get to know me, because I don't want y'all to watch my, you know, be on my page, watch my video, be like, me and her side eye, like, okay, sunscreen, black girl sunscreen. I love sunscreen. I put it on every day, whether it is sunny outside or not. Y'all have to protect y'all skin, and I have a lot of discoloration and hyperpigmentation on my face, and I would really prefer not for these marks to get any darker than they already are. Now we are ready to prime. I'm using the e.l.f. Grip Primer. The first time I used this, I was like, what the heck is this on my face? It was giving slime. And apparently, you have to let it dry a little bit and get sort of tacky before you can put makeup on. I was confusion. That was confusion. Let's see, what's important? I have to get my mirror out. I am giving real life crusty. Hold on. Let's just start the video off strong, okay? I am a Virgo. Yes, I am a Virgo. I was born September 9th, okay? Beyonce, why you ain't wait for me, girl? Something with my soul gets so happy when I find a Virgo and I'm like, you're a Virgo? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, we're best friends now. That's crazy. That Virgo vibe is, it's like, I could look at somebody and be like, she's a Virgo, he's a Virgo. Now men Virgos are really they're more difficult to point out, but female Virgos, oh baby, I could spot you a mile away. You're a Virgo. How did you know? My Virgo radar went off, and that thing be strong. So shout out to all my Virgos. I mean, if you're any other sign, I mean, I guess, okay. If you're any other sign, that's cool. Much love to you guys. I live in Colorado. I am from Miami, Florida, Dade County to be exact, okay? 305, please stand up in my comments. Act like you know something. I lived in Miami until I was 8, and then I moved to Georgia. And I have been there ever since the past year when I moved to Colorado. Growing up in Miami, it's a vibe. Like, I don't know, you just have to experience it. It's really one of a kind. The culture there, the music, the food, I don't know, it's just it really is something special. I do miss it a lot. I would give anything for my kids to have that experience that I had, you know. But yeah, I miss it. My grandmother's there, and my grandma is my whole heart, literally. The reason why I live in Colorado is because of my husband. Yes, I am married. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. How did that happen? Girl, how you find a husband? On eBay? Y'all better get, child, you better get on eBay. So I'm young. I would consider myself young, even though Auntie be tired. I consider myself young because I'm 26. And I don't know, I was already supposed to have 3 kids by now according to my MASH in 5th grade, so I'm actually running a little bit behind, but that's okay. That's okay. My husband, I met him in undergraduate. We could talk about that later. I went to school at the University of West Georgia. It's in Carrollton, Georgia. I loved college. It was absolutely amazing. I wouldn't trade that experience for the world. I would give anything to just run it back one more time. I think undergrad really just, it's something that you just can't explain. West Georgia is a PWI, so like my experience would have been a little bit different if I would have went to said HBCU or whatever the case may be. But I didn't too much care for the HBCU experience. I just wanted to go to school, and West Georgia provided me that. But yeah, a good chunk of my friends that I have now, they all came from West Georgia, or you know, make my college experience. So to me, so I love that. I love that, the fact that, you know, that was my experience, and I gained so many friends, and you know, met my husband there. I wouldn't want to say I'm technically a first generation graduate. I guess I am. I am the oldest on my mom's side. So I'm the oldest child, and I'm the oldest grandchild. So after me is like, I have a big family. So I have a lot of cousins. So it was important for me to go to school, get an education, and you know, just set a good example for my cousins. That was really important to me. I'm glad I did it. If you're thinking about it and you're just on the fence, I mean, go to a 2-year college, wait it out, just see if it's for you. The last thing I want you to do is waste your money. But if you are really set on going to college, go. Like, that experience, you can't get that nowhere else. I'm so serious. Like, you could try, but it ain't happening, sis. You're not getting it anywhere else. Just the memories that I made, and the cutting up that I did, cause girl, I cut up like woo, woo, it's getting hot in here. I cut up. I really did cut up in college. It was just But you, like, when else are you going to get that opportunity to cut up? Honestly, never. The answer is never. Unless you just some wild child and, you know, you got it like that. That was a once in a lifetime for me. So I had to do what I had to do. I came out fine. I graduated in the class of 2019. Class of 2019, we was really lit. I graduated high school in 2015. And y'all know that 2016, 2017 era, unmatched. This is Young Thug in his prime. Girls was giving bomber jacket slay. Okay, we had the gladiator sandals. It would just never be a time like that. Now, I am jealous for, you know, the newer age because they got TikTok. We didn't have TikTok. We had Vine. I really did enjoy that period. I will say there were some hard days in college. More harder than I would expect for it to be. I didn't know college was going to rip me apart like the way it did, but it did build me back up. So like I'm honestly grateful for that. It was moments like that where I was just like, wow, like I really did that, you know. Even graduating, I look back at my graduation like, oh my god, that is top 5 the happiest day, top 5 one of the happiest days of my life. I'm so serious. Because I was just walking across the stage like, I really did that. Like, I went to college and I graduated, you know. My sophomore year, the Q's, so it's a fraternity, if you don't know, but the fraternity is called Mega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and they were having a scholarship pageant. Funny story, actually. I wasn't even supposed to do the pageant. I went to like the informational for a friend, and she ended up not wanting to do it, and I was like, girl, I already went and, you know, showed face for you. And so next thing you know, they was like, they saw me on campus and was like, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? And I was like, I mean, I guess, like, I didn't want to do it. I really wanted to do the alpha pageant because my brother was an alpha. So, you know, I knew of them, and he came and moved me in. So, you know, he, you know, checked in with them and was like, you know, this my little sister, look out for her type stuff. So it was already, you know, the whole 9 yards. I ended up doing the pageant, and honestly, best experience of my life. I gained a lot of friends from that, and I just built this relationship with a group of men who I was always, you know, I was always that girl who was like, you know, who was always around boys. Like I guess you'd call it boy crazy. I guess I was boy crazy. I don't know, subjective. I liked being around boys. Is that a crime? The Q's were those guys. Like, it was no doubt about it, they were them. They were really reliable. It was a good time. We spent the whole summer, the contestants and, you know, some other people, but with the Q's, we spent the whole summer together, and we would do cute things like go get 50-cent wings on Wednesday. That was a traditional. We eat wings, and then we would just go to somebody's apartment and just have like a little kickback and chill. It was amazing. But we were a little family, even though like they all got on my nerves. Literally, I collectively all hated them at one point in time. They were the closest thing that I had to a family there, and I cherish those memories that I made with them. One person in particular was Nate. He was kind of like, me and him, we were really good friends. We were really good friends. He was the kind of friend who was like, when you talk to him, he would be like, it was never going to be you. It was never going, like, he was very, y'all, do y'all see this? That was Nate. It was never going to be you. Like, he was so blunt and sarcastic, and it was just like, how does anybody put up with you? And you're just like, oh wait, I'm your friend, I'm putting up with you. But like romantically, in a romantic sense, how does anyone put up with you? He was a good friend. He was really reliable. And then me and him just, you know, we spent time together as a group, but we had moments where it was just me and him. Like, it was just individual time that we spent. And I feel like in those moments, it was like, oh, okay, like, talking to you, you're not as sarcastic as you are, you know, in a group setting. Like, you're actually not that bad. So, yeah, so we began a little friendship, and then it became friends with benefits. Yes, I'm ashamed. Because he was already a good friend, and it was like, at the time, me and him really didn't really want anything. So we were just like, I feel very comfortable with you. That's really what it gave. I couldn't do that with anyone else though. But I definitely knew that I can do it with him because of just how brutally honest he was. He was a little bit too honest sometimes, but I knew he was honest, and I knew that even if the benefits were cut off, me and him were still going to be good friends. Like, that's the vibe we gave. I started getting feelings for him, and I was like, I like you. We could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. But I told him, I was like, I like you. And he was like, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I was like, what do you mean what I mean? I just said it. I like you. For real, for real. And he was like, all right. This joker was like, this is, mind you, this is 2018. This is circa 2018. He told me in 2022, 2023, or 2021, 2022, one of those coupled years, I'll give you a chance. And I'm like, that's 5 years from now. But, you know, I took it as a joke. I laughed it off. When I really should have said, I'm gonna see you when I see you. I really should have left, but I didn't. At the time that I was, I guess I would say, talking to Nate or benefiting with him, it was a time where, I don't know, I was really broken. There was some things that happened to me kind of back to back, and I just numbed myself. But I felt at that time really, really broken. And so, you know, I leaned on him because he was so reliable, I would say, and his anchor was just so strong. It was a good feeling, especially after all that I've been through. But I will say that mentally, then looking back on it, I wasn't ready for a relationship. I wasn't ready for a relationship at all. But Nate was a good, he was a good person. He's a good man, Savannah. He was a good person, but the timing was not right at all. The timing was definitely off. And I didn't want to lose a good person just because the timing was off. Like, that didn't matter to me that the timing was off. It should have, definitely should have, but it didn't matter to me because I knew that we can get past it. You know, like, something deep in my heart told me, yes, this is not the best time to be dating. However, you can make it work. Like, you guys can make it work. And it wasn't the best time for Nate either. He was going through some stuff too. So that's why he was so adamant on the friend's part and was like, okay, you know, as long as we don't go past this is fine. But I really want to talk about that journey. Maybe not in this video, but in another video, because, oh my goodness. Two broken people dating is very, 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 very difficult. And you don't realize that you are broken until it is far too late. And we were two broken people dating. We were. I am more in tune with my emotions. My emotions do get the best of me. As far as Nate, he's more in tune with concealing them. So it's easier for him to conceal them. And for myself, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So that's literally impossible. I cannot conceal them. You will see, hear, know everything that I'm feeling, because I'm just not that easy with concealing my emotions. But yes, we were essentially two broken people that were dating, and it was interesting to say the least. Eventually, when, you know, me and Nate decided that our feelings were mutual, which it took some time, baby. It took some time. He was not an easy person to bring around the corner, but eventually I got him there. Also, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in another video. I don't want to do too much. Not on the first video, okay? Y'all just got here. But when we finally decided that our feelings were mutual, or came to a place where our feelings were mutual, it was easy going. Like, it was easy going. Like, it felt right with him. Us being together, it felt very right. It was like, oh yeah, you're definitely my person, because what the heck, like, we're besties. Like, it felt like I was dating my real best friend, which I've experienced that, but not on that level. Like, not to that extent to where I'm like, oh, I'm really dating, like, we really locked in this thing. So yeah, that was something that was very, very new. It was a new feeling. Us dating did not fix our brokenness. I'm gonna leave that there. It did not fix our brokenness. It definitely didn't fix mine. I will say that for sure. It definitely didn't fix mine. It definitely didn't fix, you know, the trauma that I went through. It concealed it. It covered it up, and it made me feel good at the moment, but it didn't fix it. It didn't fix it. So yeah, that was something that was also another humbling experience within our relationship. But we started dating in 2018, and it was great. It was great. He graduated in 2018. I graduated in 2019. We dated, and then let's see, nothing really too big happened after that. After we started dating, you know, like, we were adulting, I guess. That was the biggest kicker, like, adulting. And I was like, this is ghetto. But I enjoyed adulting for the little bit that I did have premature, like, I like to call it premature adulting, because I was adulting, but I was still living at my mom's house. So that, you know, sometimes I don't count, which I miss. I miss living with my mama. Okay? I do miss it. For y'all that are living with your mama, enjoy it. I be looking at my brother like, how does it feel? How does it feel? Like, my little brother is living the life. Like, I would give anything to live with my mama again. Because these bills are, like, billing for real. Like, what happened? I don't think these bills used to bill like that, you know, a couple years ago. Like, I don't know. They're billing for real, and I'm utterly confused, because I'm like, why I gotta bill when I become an adult? Anyways, so we dated, and then he went to the military. So yes, he went to the military, and girl, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. Like, what do you mean? I can't talk to you, girl. Now, Miss Girl, come on now. That was a rough period in my life, because you know when you're just so dependent on somebody to the point where you're just like, should I have vanilla or chocolate? Let me call so-and-so. Like, that's how dependent I was on that man. I couldn't even make decisions on my own. And I didn't realize how handicapped I was until he was no longer available to me. And that was a slap in the face. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later for sure. But that was a slap in the face. And I think that's when I realized I am not as healed as I thought I was. And I just spiraled. And in the midst of my spiraling, I was so numb to the spiraling that I was doing. It was just like, whatever, you know? Like, my other half is gone. What's the point? Like, basically, like, that was my MO. What's the point of life? Like, what's the point of anything? And I was just like, hold on, girl. Like, I get it. I know you miss your man, but you gonna have to stand up. So I did stand up. He came home and he realized that I was at a place of no return, and was almost, I felt like the way he was looking at me was like I was almost unrecognizable. Like, he was just like, what happened? And I was like, you left. That's what happened. Not an excuse, but I don't know. That was my mindset. You left. So I got into therapy, which was the best decision that I can make in my 26 years of living. Going to therapy saved my life. It saved my life. Ooh, I'm getting deep. Hold on. Hold on. It's supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be having fun. But yes, going to therapy saved my life. So I am forever grateful for my therapist and the work that she put into me and the patience that she had for me, because I didn't have it for myself. I didn't have patience. I didn't have anything for myself. I wasn't giving me anything at all. And after my therapy sessions that I had, I think I gave myself like 8 sessions to go to. So after my 8th one, I didn't necessarily do like a complete 180, but I was definitely a different person than what I was before. Like, you can tell something was changing, okay? Well, after that, Nate proposed to me, and y'all, I'm gonna talk about my proposal story one of these days, but he waited until my sessions was over and he proposed to me, and I was like, me? You want to marry me? That's crazy. You're nuts. You're crazy. Like, you sure? Like, is this right? I'm looking at everybody like, they're like, yes, girl. Like, we're surprised too. Like, he actually want to marry you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So he proposed to me in October 2021. So he was already in the Army at that time. So we were already long distance. He was in Colorado and I was in Georgia. So he proposed to me and I was like, wedding immediately. I dreamt of my wedding ever since I was a little girl. So my wedding was already, planned. It was already planned. Little did he know. Like, we could have got married the next day because my wedding was already planned. My dress was already picked out, everything. So, yeah. We got married in 1 year. Actually, we went to the court. So, that's anticlimactic because I was like, all right, well, I need to come down there. Like, I need to find a job and, come down to Colorado permanently. Luckily, by the grace of God, I was just trying to play things out. Opportunity came up and I was able to get promoted through my job, and move to Colorado. So that was pretty cool. It happened very, very fast. That was a little bit hectic, but in order for Nate to live off the base and get out of the barracks, he had to be married. So we got married through the court. It wasn't nothing special. It was actually something very stressful. it was the opposite of special. It was stressful. Honestly, it was our fault. We didn't do enough research. We just went to the courthouse. We was like, hey, and they were just like, where your documents at? Y'all ain't got nothing. And we was like, there's more? I thought we just came here, signed a piece of paper, kissed, and we was done. It was like, no, you need an officiant. And this was during COVID time, so they wasn't gonna provide that for us. So it was very, 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 very stressful, if I do not say so myself. 0 out of 10 recommend. If you're gonna go get married, like, at least know something. We didn't know anything at all. Like, at least know something. Our actual wedding was October 2022, and it was the best day, if not the best day of my life. I mean, it's been what, like 5 months, and I'm still on like cloud 9. Like, I really went out there and married my best friend. That's crazy. I said I do to my best friend, and now I got his last name. Imposter syndrome. I really couldn't believe it, you know, and that day was really, really special for me. Like I said, I'm the oldest on my mom's side, and I was the first cousin on my dad's side to get married. So it was kind of sort of a family reunion. It's been a while since all of my family from my mom and my dad's side was in under one roof. I think the last time that happened was actually my graduation day, that I had both of them, you know, present. So it was a magical moment. You had to be there. I had all my uncles walk me down the aisle, which is something that I personally never seen before. Let me know if you've seen it. But I've never seen that before, and that was a really special moment because my uncles played a big part in my life. Nate had to ask every single one of them if he could marry me. Poor child. But they all gave him their blessing, which is something that was very important to me. But yeah, so I got married, and yeah, I'm just living the wife life, honestly. I love it here. I love saying my husband, my husband, my husband. Like, y'all know how y'all be like, my man, my man, my man. And now I could be like, my husband, my husband, my husband. When you're with your best friend and you know that's your best friend, I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't feel like a relationship. It doesn't feel like a relationship. It should feel like a relationship at times, but communication is easier. It's just easier to read each other. Everything is just that much more easier. I don't know, my experience at least. We're dinks, okay? No kids. Not yet, at least. But kids are definitely in our future. That's something that we really want to do. We want to build a family. And I don't know, I'm just obsessed. Let me not use the word obsessed. That's not a good word. I'm just excited about creating a new generation where things that I went through and things that Nate went through, we're gonna break those curses with our family, and I'm just really excited about that, honestly. I'm excited to really tap into, you know, our family, and, you know, creating that wealth, creating the love from, you know, un momento. Something else I wanted to talk about, is the fact, just like my personality, I am the type of person who have 1,000 things going on and don't know when to sit down, right? So like, I am in grad school. I'm supposed to graduate in December. Thank you, Jesus. In December. I'm also doing a pageant. I'm trying to start like this new career, and then I got, you know, trying to get back on my YouTube. I'm doing a lot of things. And I do this because I don't know, I do wake up some days feeling like I'm Superwoman. Another big chapter that I've opened in my life as of recently is my walk with Christ. It hasn't been the easiest, I will say that. It's been far from that, honey, far from that. I've just had a lot of moments where it's more humbling than I would like for it to be, and it's a wake-up call for sure. It's definitely a wake-up call when you are doing this walk and you're just like, was this always this hard? Or is it just hard because I'm doing what Jesus would do? Yeah, so it's not the easiest. Actually last week, I got baptized, and it was an amazing experience. I mean, just that new birth feeling of just like getting to, you know, not necessarily start over, but to really have a clean slate, you know, like, and profess it in public, you know, with your actions. It feels really good. So I'm still riding on that high of me getting baptized. But I know the real work is about to start, and I'm like, hold on, wait a second. let me get my purse. So I'm excited for that, honestly. And I definitely want to take you guys through that journey of me really, you know, honing in on my Christian walk, and taking you guys through that, because it's not often that I see, I don't know, just not in social media, which is like, it's a bad place to look for something like that. I know, I get it. Please do not shoot me. But I don't see a lot of girls talk about, you know, their faith on this type of platform. I only see it when something good happens, you know. So when something good happens, or when something hard happens, right, then they're just like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And it's like, that's cool, but what about when there's nothing happening? What about times where, you know, everything is so-so, nothing's bad happening, and, you know, nothing really, really great is happening? So I just want to provide that transparency, because I know I'm looking for it. And, you know, all the people that I love and adore, I'm not really seeing it. Not in them. Not saying it's a bad thing. And then, you know, I just follow people for that reason solely. But it would be nice to see more of that. So hopefully I can bring that to my channel as it grows, and you guys can see that process, because I will say, like, it is not easy, and I wish somebody would have told me this. I knew it wasn't easy, but I really wish I would have spoke up. Why didn't I speak up? I don't like that. I do not like that. So next time, say something. Say something, sweetie. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this channel to grow. Honestly, I don't want to put any labels on this channel. I honestly don't. I know you kind of have to label everything in social media, but I just want this to be so organic and as transparent as possible. Also, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so complex in with, you know, the stuff that I'm going through. But also, there's not a lot of us in the military wife, and by us I mean girls of color, in the military wife community. A lot of the Black military wives that I did follow and, you know, just really tapped into, their husband is either not in the military anymore, they're divorced. When Nate was talking about going to the military, and you know, I was just like, okay, I needed my research. And these influencers, or you know, just YouTubers that were black, I was like, I don't care what you're talking about, subscribe. You know, it was a hard reality for me when they, you know, no longer made content about their life as a military couple. Just I want to bring that positivity back to, you know, that category, because it's just not something I see anymore. It's at least not on my platform, my For You page, or you know, my YouTube homepage. It's not something I see anymore. So I would like to see it. I would like to see it, y'all. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, at least on that topic of being a military wife. Let me know what you guys want to hear, and I'll make sure I give the girls what they want, what they came to see, y'all. This lash is fighting back. Hold on. Y'all, this lash is really fighting me. What's going on, girl? Like, we had beef? Girl! I didn't know we was beefing like that. Like, what's up? Because why did you think that was okay? Doing my makeup makes me realize my routine. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm doing something, but then when I do this in like 10 minutes, I ain't doing nothing at all. I really think I ain't doing something, and then come to find out I ain't doing nothing. That is embarrassing. Me and my beauty supply lip gloss, I'm gonna stick behind her. I'm gonna stick behind her. She ain't never done me wrong. She ain't never did me wrong. I mean, never. The new pink lip. It do give. It do give. Alright, y'all. Let me go ahead and do my edges. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. This is the final look. Let me know how I did. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let me know how I did. If you made it this far, thank you so much for sitting down, having girl talk with me, okay? I like this, okay? Next time we're gonna have a little setup, okay? We're gonna have the vibes vibing. Next time we do this, it's definitely gonna get vibes for sure. I'm really excited to, you know, take you guys on this journey. So please like, comment, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. I will be posting. Let me not make no promises I cannot make, sweetie. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
He ate it for lunch. On my body, I get what I want, like now let's keep it a beam. Know to be mad, I be on the scene. Ass too fat, can't fit in a jean. Use my stitch, but it's not what it seems. I got that ready, I'm keeping it clean.